Good day, everyone. My name is Pretorius, and I'm one of the co-founders of Outsourced CFO. Today, I'll be taking you through Outsourced CFO journey to raise 1 billion Rand in funding for our clients. I'll be sharing my screen and taking you through a presentation. So it all started for Outsourced CFO in the year 2014, from really true humble beginnings where we started out. The year 2014 was the first year that Outsourced CFO operated. We had no clients, no networks, and really an unproven business model. But the one thing that we did have was a sincere passion for entrepreneurs. In that year, we've raised our first transactions for our clients, just under 7 million Rand in funding, and some experiences and learnings that we've gathered from that first year was the first client that I've helped raise funding for was in the digital textile printing space. I had to spend a lot of time with entrepreneur to really understand their business, bring in their actual business performance and incorporating the expansion opportunity. A big learning for me here was to really have a close relationship with the investors to make sure that you conclude the transactions and to really build your financial model flexible as the expansion opportunity can change while working on the fundraising drive. A great highlight and memory for me was that year 2014 was the first year that Outsourced CFO started. There to the left you can see myself and Lo. We've enrolled at the Bandwidth Barn for the Velocity Incubation Program. When we started out, we had 2 free test spaces that we used for that. We knew we had to get our name, our brand, and our offering out there in the market to really help entrepreneurs succeed. So what we did a lot of workshops at the Bandwidth Barn for free to really make sure that we can help these entrepreneurs with navigating financial decision making in their businesses, as well as the fundraising journey for their businesses. Our second year in operations, the year of 2015, a very important theme for our team was sharpening the axe. As yourself know, as entrepreneurs and investors, you always have to sharpen your set of skill sets to be relevant in the market that you operate in. That specific year, we've been super privileged to be part of the Microsoft BizSpark program. We had the opportunity to mentor various entrepreneurs in the tech space, helping them with their financial models, their fundraising drive, as well as just understanding important financial decisions that they had to take in their businesses. In that year, our clients raised just under 23 million Rand in funding, bringing the cumulative fundraise for clients just under 30 million. A memory highlight for the second year of operations was that Outsourced CFO really tried to put ourselves on the map. We focused a lot on our brand, on market awareness of what CFOs, chartered accountants can bring to the entrepreneurial space and ecosystem. And as you can see there to the right, we did a lot of multiple workshops for entrepreneurs during that time, with very fond memories. In the third year of operations, the important theme for that year was really building a strong network of partners in this ecosystem and learning from them, and learning as we go and sharing that learning as entrepreneurs in this space. In year 3, an interesting story here would be one of my clients in the electric vehicle manufacturing industry. Interesting how I met them and helped them raising funding from the IRC. I saw this specific client pitching at the entrepreneurial event, and I was super impressed with the opportunity that they had. After the entrepreneur pitched, I approached them and asked them how Outsourced CFO could possibly assist them with their fundraising journey. We ended up working with this entrepreneur, working closely with the IRC, helping them to raise funding, enabling them to manufacture multiple electrical vehicles in South Africa and abroad. An important lesson learned here was it's super important to incorporate investors with your discussions early on. Ask their advice. Ask them what's the best way to approach it. What synergies do they see in your business, and to really make sure that you speak that investor jargon and position your transactions and to be as attractive for the investors as possible. During that year, our clients just raised under 30 million rand in fundings, bringing the total accumulative fundraise for that year just under 60 million. A highlight for that third year in operations for Outsourced CFO was the big shift for Outsourced CFO, moving from the bandwidth barn to our own offices, currently located at 33 Church Street, with a team size of 11 already at that stage. And then obviously we're so grateful and thankful for winning the Western Cape Government Peer Award for the second position in the emerging business category. In year 4, the important theme for year 4 in the year of 2017 was be cautious of shining objects. I know as entrepreneurs and as investors, there can be so many other avenues that you can explore as a business, which could potentially derail you from what you need to focus on. During the year of 2017, we've had an amazing opportunity to get involved with the Section 12J venture capital company, where we were part of the management team that selected transactions, helped screen transactions, as well as on the investment committee, helping select entrepreneurs transactions to invest in. So we had that amazing experience to be part of the other side of the table, where money was actually deployed into entrepreneurs. Important lesson here for us would have been that the timing for that opportunity wasn't necessarily ideal for Outsourced CFO at that time. Outsourced CFO in itself had to focus on servicing their clients at that stage. Important lesson is just to be cautious of shining objects in your business and your ecosystem as well. But through that process, we're not looking back. We've gained so much experience due to that process. That specific year, year 4, in the year 2017, our clients have raised just under 240 million rand in funding, bringing our cumulative fund rates just under 300 million. A memory for that year was we're so thankful for the launching of the CIPA training office at Outsourced CFO, CIPA standing for South African Institute of Professional Accountants. It's basically a 3-year traineeship where we've helped young professionals to do their articles and gain exposure in helping clients with their accounting and tax needs in summary. The 5th year of Outsourced CFO's operation is the big highlight, the big theme is the Finance Readiness Program. Now, the Finance Readiness Program is a program that, in partnership with Investing CSI, we've piloted a Finance Readiness Program. Investing CSI really have a heart for entrepreneurship, and they do a lot in this space, and we truly have values aligned with them to really make this an amazing program. In short, what this program entails is we took 10 entrepreneurs through a 6-month accelerator, really helping these entrepreneurs to be funding ready. There's a lot of funding out there. You have a lot of entrepreneurs that require funding to grow optimally, but there's a mismatch of entrepreneurs and funders. And because investors feel that entrepreneurs aren't funding ready. So during the 6-month accelerator, we got to get these entrepreneurs funding ready from a compliance point of view, from having the right financial models in place, from a valuation point of view, a due diligence point of view, a pitch decks point of view. And this Finance Readiness Program then gets concluded with an investor roundtable event where entrepreneurs pitch for funding at an investor roundtable event. A lot of lessons learned here would include that there is something like fundraising fatigue. As entrepreneurs, make sure you are surrounded by an environment of support to help you through this process. not lose energy during the end of this process, because there's a lot of last due diligence processes at the end of raising funding that you need to have a lot of energy to see through. Perfect. During this year of the fifth year of operations, 2018, the funds raised during that year was just under 385 million. One of my clients in the educational platform space was very fortunate enough to raise funding from Australian listed entity that obviously influenced that amount of funds raised. It also brought the cumulative funds raised by our clients to just under 685 million. Big highlight and memory for me for the year of 2018 would obviously be this investor roundtable event at Investix offices, where we had more than R1 billion in funding there at the day with investors there and seeing some of those transactions through. Year 6, the year of 2019, important theme for that year would be Market Access Program. The Market Access Program is another program that we are piloting with Investix CSR. We're working with 8 entrepreneurs over a 6-month journey to really improve their sales processes and their marketing position, and really helping them to position themselves to get more sales and increase sales. The best type of funding is happy paying clients, and that's truly the heart behind this program. Again, amazing partnership with Investix CSI that really have a heart for entrepreneurs in South Africa. This year, the 6th year, the funds raised by our clients was just under 65 million, bringing the cumulative funds raised by our clients to just under 750 million. A great memory during this year would be the highlights of the Investix Finance Readiness Program over the last 2 years. To the right, you can see all the red circles shows the different type of funding raised during the two previous programs. We've helped to close just under 30 million rand in deals won for entrepreneurs, with over 20 million rand deals still being concluded for the entrepreneurs. The year of 2019 was also the year that Outsourced CFO was accredited as a SAICA training office and using financial management as elective and not auditing, which means that we can also train future CAs to help stimulate this fundraising ecosystem in South Africa. So what does 2020 and the future entail for Outsourced CFO? So for the year 2020 and beyond, Outsourced CFO's big aim and target is to help raise our clients 1 billion rand over the next 2 years. We want to do that by extending an open invitation to investors to engage with us. We'd be so interested to understand your mandates and know the ideal investments that you want to receive. That will enable us to refer investors to you. We also want to invite entrepreneurs to engage with us with our fundraising services. We've got an amazing funding gap analysis first engagement that we do with clients, really carving out their fundraising journey for them. In conclusion, Outsourced CFO purpose is to be a financial catalyst for growth. We're doing this by enabling ambitious SMEs to scale and grow optimally and really be funding ready. By growing SMEs, they contribute to the job employment in South Africa, which results in increase to a number of economic active participants in South Africa. We want to thank you all for listening to this presentation, and we want to encourage you as entrepreneurs and investors. Keep striving and keep growing this amazing ecosystem that we have. We've got a lot of responsibilities on our hands to help create job employment and stimulate our economy. Thank you.
Hey, Lo here, one of the founders of Outsourced CFO. If you enjoyed this video, make it official. Click subscribe.